The resume is dead. By 2025, recruitment has evolved to a high-precision, data-centric ecosystem. AI algorithms and neuroscience games judge your potential before a human ever says hello.
I'm ready for the AI behavioral check.
Biometric monitoring and ATS gatekeepers decide your fate based on a strict 75% match score. Collab Plus Education presents Beat the Bots and Get the Job.
Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the modern job hunt. See, to land that dream job, you first have to understand and, beat the invisible system that's standing between you and the hiring manager.
Okay, let me ask you something. You ever spend hours, perfecting your resume, you find the perfect role, you hit submit, and then just crickets, nothing. Feels like it just vanished into a black hole, right? Well, you're not imagining things. That black hole, it has a name.
Yeah, look at that number. That's the percentage of Fortune 500 companies using automated systems to screen you out. You see, you're not being ignored by a person, you're being filtered by an algorithm. Your first challenge isn't impressing a human, it's beating a machine. And beating that machine is exactly what we're going to help you do. We are going to break down the new rules of the game and give you a clear, actionable strategy to turn your resume into the key that gets you into the yes pile. So let's dive in. Before a human being ever even lays eyes on your resume, you have to pass what I call the first trials, a whole series of digital challenges designed to prove you have the skills you claim. The game really starts long before the interview. First up, you've got adaptive testing. Now, these are not your typical multiple choice exams. These things are smart. They adapt to you as you go. You get a question right, the next one gets a little harder. Get one wrong, it eases up. This lets companies get a super precise read on your actual ability, not just a simple pass or fail. Now, for you tech folks, get ready for your close-up. I'm serious. You'll be on a platform like HackerRank, solving really complex coding problems, and an AI proctor will be watching you through your webcam the entire time. It's analyzing your code, for sure, but it's also using facial recognition to make sure you're not looking at your phone or getting help from a friend off screen. Your skills have to be 100% legit. So what about soft skills? Leadership, teamwork? How do they test that? Well, instead of just asking, are you a good leader, they have you play neuroscience-based games. You might have to manage a virtual team through some kind of crisis or make a bunch of rapid-fire decisions. They're measuring all of your tiny, involuntary responses to build a profile of your personality, your resilience, your emotional intelligence, basically who you really are under pressure, all without you saying a word. But here is the absolute crucial point. You can ace all those digital tests, be a total rock star, and it still won't matter if you can't get past the biggest gatekeeper of them all, the Applicant Tracking System, or ATS. This right here is the dragon you have to slay. So the ATS follows this simple and honestly kind of ruthless process. First, it parses your resume, which means it tries to turn it into structured data it can read. Then it scores you by comparing the keywords on your resume to the job description. Based on that score, it ranks you against all the other applicants, and finally, it filters out everyone who doesn't make the cut. The hard truth is, most resumes never get past this stage. And here's a tough pill to swallow. That beautiful, creative resume you paid a designer for, the one with the cool graphics, the tables, the fancy columns, well, the ATS robot often can't read it. It just mashes all the columns together, misses entire sections, and basically turns your hard work into nonsense. So what's the solution? It's pretty simple, actually. For that first application, forget the fancy design. To beat the machine, you gotta use a machine-readable format. Just like the quote says, a clean, simple, single-column Microsoft Word document is your absolute best bet to make sure that parser reads everything correctly. All right, remember this number. This is your magic number. Your goal is to get a keyword match of at least 75% between your resume and that job description. If you can hit that threshold, the ATS algorithm basically gives you a gold star and moves you to the top of the pile. That's what dramatically increases the chance that a real human will finally see your application. But hey, getting past the ATS isn't the final boss battle. The rules of the game can change completely depending on where you're applying. A perfect application in one country could get you an instant rejection in another. And a perfect example of this is just how different the hiring norms are in North America versus Latin America. Seriously, what's considered totally standard in one place is a major red flag in the other. And it's all driven by different legal rules and cultural expectations. And I mean, the differences can be drastic. For example, in the US and Canada, if you put a photo on your resume, it's getting thrown out, period. It's because of anti-discrimination laws. But in Mexico, a photo is often expected. It's seen as a personal touch. And it gets even crazier. In Mexico, a background check might mean you have to physically go request documents. And they might even do a socioeconomic study, which is, yes, a home visit from a social worker. Okay, now let's put this all together. It is time to forge your magic sword. We're going to build your optimized application blueprint, a resume that's crafted not just to beat the robot, but to wow the human who's going to read it after. The most important shift you can possibly make is this one right here. Stop describing your responsibilities and start proving your impact. Don't just say what you did, show how well you did it. Use numbers, use metrics, use data. Because trust me, both the AI and the hiring manager are looking for results. Let me give you a perfect example. Before, you might say, responsible for brand strategy. Okay, that's vague, it tells me nothing. But the after? Spearheaded the 2024 rebranding initiative, resulting in a 15% increase in market share. Now that is powerful. That shows leadership, action, and a real, measurable result. Let's do another one. Before, managed marketing budget. That's a duty. But look at this. Optimized a $5 million annual marketing budget, achieving a 25% reduction in operational costs. You see, now you're not just a manager, you're a strategic thinker who saves the company money. This is the language of value. So, before you hit submit, you have to run through this final checklist. First, is your resume a robot-friendly Word doc? Second, have you made the right call on the photo for the region you're applying in? Third, did you customize your resume to hit that 75% keyword match? And finally, are you prepared with any special documents that region might require? This is your final quality check. This is how you beat the bots. Look, the modern job hunt has totally transformed the resume. It's not a simple history of your past anymore. It is a strategic key for your future. The question is no longer just, are you qualified, but do you know how to unlock the door? And now you do.